Hi all. Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Well, all right, we've got two major topics to discuss. One, Harry is back in the UK and what is happening with the statue unveiling and his family. And number two, Lilibet's birth certificate and if we'll ever see a picture of this child. Okay, let's go. So to start with, Harry has flown back to the UK for the Diana statue unveiling that will happen on July 1st. And as I completely predicted to you guys, he did not take Archie. Those kids are being used as bargaining chips. There's no way in hell he would bring Archie back to see the Queen or to meet his grandfather in the midst of all this mess. And of course, in the midst of all this, Charles has made it very plain that he's not going to meet with Harry after Harry lied and in the Oprah show and claimed that his father didn't support him when actually his father, after he was cut off in March, gave him a substantial, which means millions of dollars to help fund them through the summer until they could get their deal signed and their first bit of advance funds. And there's really no point in him staying because his father won't see him. William and Kate won't talk to him or have any kind of private conversations because everybody pretty much knows at this point that anything they say to them is going to end up on the Good Morning America show with Gayle King. Nobody's going to take that chance. Harry has totally proven himself to be completely untrustworthy. Now, while he claims that he's not staying long because he wants to get back to Meghan, I thought that he said that London triggered him and that's why he couldn't stay. Or maybe he felt the cold shoulder from his family. Whatever the reason, from what I can tell, people in the UK are perfectly happy to have him fly in and fly out. Now, Kensington Palace put out a note about the event like everybody in the world didn't know about it and gave a few names of people that would be attending. But that created another problem because it has now been announced that Harry and William had to cut back the guest list for the statue unveiling due to COVID. Supposedly, and I'm saying supposedly, they're going to arrange for something else to go on in September where other people can attend. I would sincerely hope at that point that Harry wouldn't even bother flying back for that. And then one of my fabulous Twitter followers pointed something out very interesting, that it has nothing to do with COVID because Royal Ascot had a large crowd and the Queen even attended, and that wasn't an issue then. I think she hit the nail on the head. I think that they're afraid that Harry would be booed and maybe have something thrown at him, so they just decided to be safe about the whole thing. And one of my other Twitter followers wrote, "See ya, Traitors Gate." Now, what I found really interesting was in the article came out that the Queen headed straight to Frogmore. Apparently, Harry was not going to show up to the meeting that she requested with him, and he was going to come in, quarantine, do the statue unveiling, and leave. Well, fabulous Queen Elizabeth wasn't having none of that, so she's headed down to Frogmore, and I'm sure in the next few days it's going to come out what was discussed. It'll be very interesting to see. All right, let's move on to our next topic. We know that when the baby was born, that they named her Lilibet Diana, and we were all waiting to see the birth certificate. Well, the birth certificate has been released, or somebody got it, and while Meghan this time didn't put the Duchess of Sussex on there like she did for Archie and have her name removed, this time she simply has her name on there, but Harry did something unbelievable. Harry put his name down as the Duke of Sussex as his first name and His Royal Highness as his last name. And first of all, his HRH title was put into abeyance. He's not supposed to use it. Now, Harry's name is actually Henry Charles Albert David, but he chose to not put any of that on there. So, of course, somebody reached out to the Suxes camp, the Sucks Asses camp, I can't even say it, to ask why he did this. And a spokesperson said that His Royal Highness is still legally part of his name, and he was required to put it in the birth certificate. I think we all know that that's a complete load of crap, because if that was the case, Meghan's name as Duchess of Sussex would have been on there instead of Rachel Meghan Markle. So here's my prediction as to why that was done. And you guys know I'm pretty spot on. I think they both realize that the titles are about to get pulled. They will no longer be a Duke and Duchess. Charles is slimming down the monarchy. He's going to take action. I think he's had enough. And I think once he does that, there's nothing. So by putting it on the baby's birth certificate, it's there in writing, and that they can't do anything about. So here's my next prediction for you guys. I don't believe that they're going to release a picture of the baby until they get paid for it. There's no way. They're going to do like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt when their first child was born, and they took bids and somebody paid them like $5 million for the picture of their first baby. Now, let's be fair. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt donated every dime to some cause. Harry and Meghan won't donate a penny of the money. My point just is that you will not see that baby until they can make some money from her. So, what do you guys think about Harry putting his name on the birth certificate as the Duke of Sussex, His Royal Highness, the Duke of Sussex? What do you think about the fact that they won't release any pictures of the baby probably until they get paid? And what do you think the Queen is saying to Harry right now? I wish I was a fly on the wall. Make sure to leave your comments below. Don't forget you can email me. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget about that coffee fund. And as always, you guys, have a great day.